lumpia are Filipino-style fried egg rolls that are typically filled with pork and vegetables. Today, I'll be teaching you how to make these wonderful appetizers. First and foremost, you're going to want to get your mamacita seasoning. You're going to need around 4 packs for this recipe, and this is my natural flavor enhancer. You're going to need about a bag of carrots, minced, about 2 onions minced, your garlic, your black pepper, your soy sauce, ground pork, a work surface, and a large mixing bowl. And you can't forget your spring roll wrappers. These are the 6" by 6" 50 count spring rolls that I always use. Make sure that your vegetables are finely minced. I use a food processor to do this. So, what you're going to want to do for this process is you're going to want to layer your ingredients. So I have about 4 or 5 pounds of ground pork, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a foundation of pork, go ahead and put my mamacita seasoning and all the other ingredients that I have on top, and then continue the process until everything is put together. I do it this way because I find that it helps incorporate all the ingredients and you don't have those pockets in your lumpia mix where you have just like a handful of carrots that aren't mixed thoroughly into your mix. So continue to follow the process by layering all your ingredients one right after the other until you come to the very end. And I do recommend wearing gloves for this entire process just to keep your hands clean. For the recipe I'm showing you today, I'm using about 5.5 pounds of ground pork. Once everything is mixed, you're going to give it a good mix with God's favorite utensils, your 2 hands. And you're going to really want to massage and squeeze your filling. Make sure that you're rotating your bowl, scooping underneath, and make sure all the ingredients are incorporated really well. Like I said, you don't want any pockets of vegetables or seasoning inside your mix. Lastly, you're just going to pound it down flat. Make sure you scoop all the sides and everything's in the center. And you're going to take some saran wrap and cover it up. You'll want to put this in your fridge maybe for 30 minutes or so, just to let the filling chill and let all those flavors and seasonings mix together. While you have it in the fridge, go ahead and get your lumpia wrappers and set them on the counter to defrost. Now while we're waiting for that, we're going to go ahead and mix the glue that's going to help us seal our lumpia wrappers. This is a mixture of 1 cup of water and about 5 teaspoons of cornstarch. You're going to need a small pot and something to mix with. I just have my chopsticks. You're going to mix your water and your cornstarch into the small pot. Go ahead and set it on to medium heat and just start stirring. Eventually, the mixture will firm up and almost become like the texture of a gel. Go ahead and get a container. This one is a glass Pyrex container. And as you'll see, the color has changed. It's become a little bit more cloudy and a lot more thicker. And this will serve as your glue for when you're sealing your lumpia. Go ahead and turn off the heat. Go ahead and pour into your glass bowl. Go ahead and crack open your lumpia. And what you want to do is just start wanting to separate your sheets. Also, while you have them stacked, the ones that you're not using, make sure you cover with a wet paper towel. You're going to get about a meatball size of lumpia filling, and you're going to spread it out into just below the center of the lumpia wrapper. Go ahead and form it into a small log. You're going to flip up the back and tuck it underneath. And you're going to fold each side to the center. You're going to hold that down, and from the base of the filling to the tip, you're going to fill that space with your glue. And you're going to want to tightly wrap your lumpia roll. And there you go. Now you're going to repeat this process over and over and over again until you've wrapped all your lumpia. Now practice makes perfect, so if you mess up, don't worry about it. It'll still taste delicious when you fry it. I find it relaxing to throw on some music, or maybe throw on Netflix or YouTube and just go away and rolling these up. And soon you'll have a full tray of lumpia just like this. Now it's time to get to frying. So for frying, you're going to want to use a high heat oil. Typically I use vegetable oil. The most important part of the frying process is to make sure that your oil is up to temperature. If you drop your egg rolls in and your oil's too cold, they will start to unwrap before they have a chance to cook. Make sure that you're always watching your egg rolls to check out the color and to listen to the sound of the oil. Always shake your egg rolls with some tongs to make sure they don't stick to each other. As far as cooking time, it always varies. I would say around 5 or 7 minutes until you see that the egg rolls are a certain color, a certain brownness. Cut them open for your first batch of cooking to make sure that the inside is cooked, and then gauge from there exactly how long you should be cooking them. Put them on a drying rack and keep them separated enough so they're not steaming one another. You're going to want to put about maybe 10 at a time. The more that you put in, the lower the temperature of the oil is. So I found about 10 is a good place to stop. And there you go. These are your Filipino lumpia egg rolls. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. You can use hot chili sauce, spicy vinegar sauce, ketchup, or duck sauce for your lumpia. Until next time, we'll see you later.